Hello everybody, happy Friday, it's Ramblin' Day. Hope y'all are doing good. I hope I put a car in this video. I haven't picked one out yet. And on Fridays, it's Ramblin'. So I put a Rambler up there. Somebody was asking me if I ever had a classic car. Well, it depends. It wasn't classic when I had it. But when I look back on it, I go, ooh, that's classic. And then I think back and I go, yeah, I did. I had a couple. Because I did keep my first car till it did become a classic. And somebody hit me head on. Trying to knock some sense into me. All right, so Ramblin'. Let's get going. Let's take a look at what we're going to read on. I want to read on the state of the Democratic Party and the Republican Party again. I'll probably do that towards the end. Democrats seem to be yelling and screaming about this budget thing. Chuck Schumer is acting like Trump. I'm not going to support it. Oh, I am going to support it. I'm not going to support it. I am going to support it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then we're going to look at... well, we'll look at the tariffs. I am going to tariff. I'm not going to tariff. I am going to tariff. We are going to look at Tim Walz. He's getting out there. Kamala Harris isn't. Did y'all see Cash Peters' video? Kamala Harris is hanging off the side of a train. Ooh. Pumpkinhead's on the other side of the train. And he's like waving, hey, everybody. And then the train goes into a little narrow tunnel, and Kamala's hanging on to the side, going, I hope I can hold on. And Trump's like waving, and then, oh, he got splashed. Well, so Cash Peters thinks. He didn't see it. Okay. If you don't see it, might not be true. All right. Chaos of tariffs. Oh. Yeah, and then, so we get all worried. But don't worry, because what Trump is going to do, what he said he's going to do, is everybody who makes under $150,000, no income tax. Yeah. What, you don't believe him? Really? I was so excited. I was going to go, oh, I'm not going to have to pay income tax. Okay, let's talk about something better. French fries. We're going to talk about French fries and tallow. I made some last night. Still like avocado oil. Tanya Chutkin versus Elon. Tanya's back. She's back. And then judge to Trump, reinstate thousands of workers. Oh yeah, that's efficient. That is efficient. All right, the decks I'm using. Lena Rodriguez Sienna Rose's One World Tarot. We'll take a look at NATO and Mark Rutte. I'm using my fountain deck. This was one of the very first decks I got after... so I had my Rider-Waite, which I still have, Rider-Waite, and I'm using my light seers. And I got this deck, and this deck made me look at tarot in a whole different way because the imagery was so different. For example, the Ten of Wands in the Rider-Waite, I should have pulled all the cards out, but I didn't. It has this guy holding these wands, and it's in front of his face. He can't see where he's going, and he's like, oh, okay, he's trudging along, and he sees where he's going, but the road's a little curvy, and he'll get there as long as he doesn't drop his... They're not very efficient, the way he's carrying them. This Ten of Wands, they're all messy, and he's holding on to them, and they're glowing. The ends are like red hot pokers, like they just pulled them out of a furnace. So this person is dealing with, how do I deal with all this red hot burden, information? So it made me shift my whole way of looking at tarot. And I'm glad of it. I use this deck to really cut through some of the soft edges. This is a very angular deck. All right. What should we go into first? Oh, space. The astronauts up in the International Space Station finally have a date to come back, and Pumpkinhead is saying it's all Joe Biden's fault. Really? All Joe Biden's fault? Now, the people on the ISS are saying, not true. That's not Joe Biden's fault. It's space travel. It's, I don't know. I mean, how many of y'all have gone on international trips? My brother is in Fiji right now. Oh, I want to be in Fiji. Anyway, when you go on an international trip, you have your plan and then you throw it out the window. Whatever happens, you don't know. You've got to be so flexible. So Pumpkinhead and the other felon, I don't want to call him muskrat because muskrats are nice. They don't deserve that. So they both say, oh yeah, it was Joe Biden's fault. And I go, what? Psychic Duck. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'll go up and get them. Oh, I know you would. Yeah, they can fly back on my back. Yeah, what do you think of the re-entry? Oh, yeah, haven't really thought about it. Psychic Duck not thinking. I'm going to have a little bit of water here. Oh, this tastes like duck stuff. Did you do your business in that? No. You didn't? No. Well, who did? He said Joe Biden did. Is it always Joe Biden? Well, if it walks like a duck, if it tastes like a duck, it probably is a duck. If it tastes like a duck, Psychic Duck. All right, let's. So, good luck for them coming back. I hope. All right, let's take a look. Hope nobody was really thinking of serious right now. Okay. Let's do the budget. I don't even know what to ask on it because it's a no-win situation for everybody. If they pass the budget, bad. If they don't pass the budget, bad. If they pass the budget, the government, they're saying, oh, you're just enabling the government to shut down even more. If you don't pass the budget, the government shuts down. It's above my pay grade, to tell you the truth. Let me use Lena's deck on this. One World Tarot. And for those of you who are starting out in tarot, this is a great deck to get. It's got a great book to it. It is awesome. Awesome. And Lena does a good job of, at least so I hear, of teaching tarot. She's taught a number of people in the community how to read her style, and they've just taken off with it. So, but the book is excellent. I still use it because I go, am I missing something? I'll go back and look at the book and I go, no, you got it just perfectly right. Psychic Duck's laughing at me now. Ah. If it tastes like a duck. I can't believe Psychic Duck said that. Let's look at this. 10 minutes. All right. What are we looking at? Chuck Schumer. It's time for him in his glasses to go, in my humble opinion. These old guys, I mean, no offense to old guys. I know one. I play one on YouTube. Chuck Schumer, is it time for you to go? Let's just ask that. Is it time for you to go? Ooh, look at him. 5 of Pentacles. Let's drop this down so you can see what I'm looking at. Chuck Schumer. Sucking my young belly. Okay. Whoa. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. He's got some struggles going on. He has got a lot of people angry at him. You think at the base of the reading is balance, temperance. In the past, it's more of a giving and receiving thing. Let me check to make sure I'm... And at the top of the reading, a partnership coming together. Is this like coming together for the budget? It just doesn't... I mean, if we're thinking of just the budget, there is no winners here. It's loss and battling and yelling and screaming. I heard AOC yelling and screaming. Well, she doesn't yell and scream. 2 of Swords. He's got a decision. He's at a crossroads. And he's not quite sure where to go with this. Is what I just got. And you would think that he would have this road mapped out a little bit better. He's been in the Senate for so long. Hermit, isolation, shining a light on something. He is the, this is the internal position. External is the review of things, the 7 of Pentacles. Is he thinking, is it time to go? What's this crossroads thing about? And he's got the King of Swords and the hopes and fears. And he is the king lawmaker. So, I mean, not the, in the Senate. He's the head guy. Do you think his hair looks like that? I don't think so. But I think we need a younger guy in there. And the final outcome, going back to a simpler time. Chuck Schumer. Thinking about how things could have been, should have been. Moving on with the Chariot in the Ace of Wands. It feels like to me, as I drop into this reading, that Chuck is, can I call him Chuck? Chucky is in today's day is just battling a lot of stuff. He does have a lot of support from his past actions of the 6 of Cups. Does have a lot of support. He was balanced. He is trying to do something that brings balance, but he's kind of isolated a little bit. And he's making a review of his path, and I think he's got some new news coming to him. Let's see if we can pull out what this new news is. He's got some big Ace of Wands, new beginning, new path forward. What is this new path forward for Mr. Schumer? The Moon, Page of Cups, information coming out of unexpected sources. I think he's going to retire soon. He's got the 10 of Pentacles. He's got enough money. He's going to retire. Something's going to come up and he's going to go, yeah, it may be time for him to go. All right. Let's see where we're going. 15 minutes on that. Tim Walz. Should we take a look at Tim? Tim Walz. So Tim is out there doing, I'm going to use cards that shuffle better than my light seers. I'm going to use Rider-Waite. So Tim Walz, he's launching a national tour of town halls in Republican districts. And it said, given his national profile, Walz felt obligated to step up. So yesterday it was Iowa, or is it today? I don't know. It was about these Republican representatives recognizing that the policies are really unpopular. They're not going in doing their town halls anymore. So Walz is stepping up and doing that. And it's kind of like a Bernie Sanders thing. And I think, I don't know if they said, Tim said, these folks need to be heard, the town hall people who were all upset. They need to be heard and to be candid with you. Democratic leadership needs to hear them. Yeah, so he's getting out there. Why isn't Kamala? Why isn't the Lotus? When I was thinking about this, I had always, the information that I was getting from my guides and from the cards was that there was information coming from NATO, coming from Rutte, and other sources that needed to be all fit together before she came out. And so they had this strategy in my awareness of let's just lay low. Let's not be like the election deniers of 16 and 20. Let's be different and we'll slam them. But it hasn't happened. The information hasn't come out. And so, and you got to ask why. And I keep getting, they're still waiting for one more piece. So if that one more piece isn't coming, why isn't Kamala getting out there and saying, yeah, because I think it's starting to hurt her. But as I cut the deck, I get the star. But I'm thinking about Tim, but I was also talking about Kamala. The other side is the lovers. I did that. Libby does that all the time. And it makes sense. I certainly wouldn't say it doesn't make sense. Have you ever seen an Aussie get mad? You don't want to. All right. So there is this star quality about her, and there is this teaming up with the lovers, with Kamala and Tim. And wouldn't that be awesome if she started going out with him? So let's just pull 3 on Tim. 3 on Tim, and then I want to pull on Kamala and Tim. He's a worker. He's a reviewer. Wow. He's in partnership. 2 of Cups. So what I got was, I got the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. This is hard at work, diligent, sticking it, just nose to the grindstone, keeping at it, keeping at it. I almost had to sneeze. Okay, we'll pause there. And then there's the 7 of Pentacles, the review. So they're like going, hey, well, what are we doing? What's going on? And then we have this partnership, this 2 of Cups. This is also a medical type card, but all right, so let's look at this partnership between Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And we know that it's amazing. It's great. The chemistry was really, really nice when they were on the trail. But What about now? They're juggling a little bit. They're juggling, and then I get the Justice card that flopped out. They're juggling a little bit, but they're going to come to a balance. They're going to come to the right decision. Wouldn't that be, I mean, I would like be going, yay, they're back. Timmy got the band back together. And I hear some of you in the chat going, in the comments going, I'm not voting for her. She's too quiet. That isn't right. I hear that. I hear that. And we go, is somebody else going to take over the mantle? That's going to be a compassionate, divine, feminine woman? The Queen of Cups? Let's see. Tim Walz, Kamala Harris. How are things going between you guys? Juggling. It's the first card I got. Again, juggling. Okay. And the Crossroads. We keep getting this card. They're juggling information. They're juggling. They're at a crossroads. They need to take off the dang blindfold. Yeah, we know it's emotional, but look at the water. It's not that emotional. It's not that emotional. Jump back in. Ace of Cups. New beginning. The offer is in the past. You have the Queen, the Nine of Pentacles up top. The woman that is living in abundance, has her intuition, is still a little isolated. We talked about this in another reading. And the Retreat card, potential near future. Maybe Kamala's not going to be there. We have the Page of Wands. And some of you guys were saying that, the threats against Kamala's family are real, and she has to look out for her family, which totally get. So there is a Retreat card. There is like a timeout illness card. There's going to be an over card. Externally, we have the Judgment card. I mean, how many of us have put some judgment on this? Where are they? What's going on? Why so silent? Hopes and fears is that they will step out of this Two of Swords energy and start bringing balance. Stick your toes in the water. It's okay. This angel has her foot in the water. Put your toe in the water, Kamala. See what it's like. Get up off of this slab. And the final outcome, new beginning, new project. Tim and Kamala. It is worrying them, keeping them up at night. Ah, Lord. And we do have the Hanged Man. Suspension, or taking a look at it from a different point of view. Let's see what the Light Seers says with taking it from a different point of view. What does this Hanged Man represent? What does the Hangman represent in this reading? Pause. Looking at it from another point of view. Queen of Swords. She was a prosecutor. King of Pentacles. In the Steel. It feels like again that she's still waiting on some information about how Pumpkinhead stole the election. That's what it feels like to me. Okay. Can I ask a quick question? Is Tim Walz, is he going to be running for president? Is Tim Walz going to be running for president? Does he have those aspirations? 3 cards. For entertainment purposes only. So we get the death card, but I'm being reminded of going back to the 4 swords card where the guy is laying on the sarcophagus. Death is an ending of something, a new beginning. We have waiting for his ship to come in and a new start. So I think it's yes, but there needs to be an ending before we get a beginning. All right, let's take a look. What else do we got? What else do we got? Mark Rutte kissing 45's ring. Oh, you're a great guy. Oh, you're great. Denise was so upset. My soul sister was reading on that. So upset. And I was like upset too. Like, no, say it ain't so. And then I saw the very end. And here's what it was. Before he let Pumpkinhead just yak, 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 yak. The last sentence he got in, or one of the last, was, "The Hague is my hometown. I'd love to host you there in the summer and work together to make sure that it will be a splash, a real success, projecting American power on the world stage." Who else is in The Hague right now? Jack. Is that a trap? How much fun is Trump going to have if he go? Let's ask. Is Trump going to go to The Hague as a guest of Mark Rutte? Is Trump going to go to The Hague as a guest of Mark Rutte? Do you think that he'll have a 17, fly his new Tesla out? Got to look to see what the stock market's doing again. Well, one of his advisors, his Secretary of Commerce, who's a billionaire, they're not going to be hurt with this. Said, "Oh, no, don't look at the stock market." I bet you he's looking at his stock market. I hear Musk is crying because his stock is going down. What was it, 240? Lost over half its value, I think. Anyway, close to it. Is Trump going to go over and make a splash at The Hague at Mark Rutte's invitation? Ooh. This is usually a decision that comes together in time. It comes to fruition. And the guy's holding the world. It's being crossed by success, the wish card. The base of it is the Empress. Now, I would think that the Netherlands is very abundant, I would think. This also could be a Russian card. In the past is a new emotional start. At the top of the reading is winning at any cost. Ooh. Ooh, my conspiracy theory brain kicks in. And in the potential near future, going back to a simpler time. 6 of Cups. What would going back to a simpler time mean? Thinking of childhood, thinking of giving him an olive branch, giving him a Easter lily. Almost looks like a little lotus. Almost. Not really. Okay. Internally, there's the 7 of Wands. There's going to be some kind of battling going on. Should I go? Should I not? Can he even go? I mean, he's a felon, so can he? Externally, there's the higher order of things. NATO, maybe? Okay. And hopes and fears, there might be some information coming out of unexpected sources. Okay. That will have us moving on to calmer waters with the 6 of Swords. Swords of Truth coming in. So we have the, let me drop this down so we can point fingers at cards. We have the 5 of, come on, there you go. We have the 5 of Swords, winning at any cost. The abuse of power up at the top. And adding another sword to that abuse gives us a way forward out of this. We just need one more piece of truth. Are we going to get it from a fish? Okay. Clarifying that 6. We got one more sword. King of Swords. Bringing in the truth. And we have the Knight of Wands. So there's some young energy, young new energy information coming that's rearing up and ready to go. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 2 more. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so that information is coming out and then it gets a little cray. And it gets a little confusing. Yeah. Make sure you pick your right choice. Just gonna, yeah. Okay, we got the 7, worry, slow-moving night, the lovers, the review, and the completion, the world card. Okay, I look at this and I go, it's going to move us away from that because we have celebration, and it's going to give us a new way to look at things with the 9 of Pentacles. I've been getting the 9 of Pentacles a lot for Kamala Harris, but because she's stuck in her isolated little garden, there may be something that comes up with this. There may be something that comes up with this. I didn't get any like big information that Rutte is gonna do something, but all right. The chaos of tariffs. It's not chaotic. The only one who thinks it's chaotic is someone who's being silly. All right. I think it's chaotic. Tanya Chutkin versus Elon. Ooh, she's back. She's back. Tanya Chutkin versus Elon. Oh, speaking of silly. The chaos of tariffs. Let me go back there just a bit. It's not chaotic. The only one who thinks it's chaotic is someone who's being silly. Another another judge told Trump and the Doge team, Department of Greed and Evil, the Doge team needs to reinstate thousands of workers they let go. I think tens of thousands. How is that efficient? I know I'm being silly. I know. Judge Chutkin. So, you know, there's just so much stuff being thrown up against the wall that I got to go back to that silly guy. How could he say something like that? What a knuckle. Did I just see an orb? Whoop. I think I did. How could he say something like that? Silly, silly, silly. It's just our lives. It's just our financial futures. Being silly. Okay. How is Judge Tanya Chutkin, how's that going to work out for Elon? It just feels like they're just going to push it down the road. They're going to push it down the road. They said you cannot shred documents. Yeah, well, we shredded copies of classified documents, not the real ones. Copies of. Okay. Tanya Chutkin versus Elon. Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. Illusion, delusion. New beginning. I'm getting this, a lot of the same cards. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me drop this down and see what we got. I may pull another deck out. I may use this one. So it looks like there's information coming, the legal, it's going to be swift. There's still a lot of illusion, delusion. Tanya Chutkin is going to be playing some, not mind games so much, but she is going to be playing on a different level than Pumpkinhead's lawyers, the Department of Greed and Evil's lawyers. She's playing a different game, different skill level, and it feels like there's going to be some calming energy coming to the very end of it. Let me do a couple of clarifiers, and I'm going to try this again with a different spread. Hold on, a lot of hard work. It's going to be, she's going to restrict it somehow and make them, it feels like it's going to be, it's going to take some time to get this done. It feels like information is going to come out. That King of Cups, my Joe Biden card, yeah, I had to go there again. Because I am an election truther. All right, Tanya Chutkin and Doge. Is Elon going to be called into court? So I heard one report was he was, and then another thing that I read was it was just Doge that was being called in. Things are coming fast for Doge. Let's see. Okay, let me get focused again. Tanya Chutkin. Tanya Chutkin. She feels super cool. I mean, she's just like no nonsense, no emotional baggage from the last go round with Pumpkinhead. It's like, come on, bring this up. This isn't right. Show me what you got. And don't screw around with me. That's what I just heard. Okay, Tanya Chutkin, bringing in Doge. Elon Musk. Six of Wands, coming in as a winner. Getting her game face on. This feels like, you know, she's getting ready for the fight. But this is a win card. She's already had the fight. She's coming in as a winner. High Priestess again. She knows what she's doing. They don't. Justice. Eight of Pentacles. The hard work that she puts into her career. Justice. The top of the reading. Ace of Wands. New information coming out. And it's going to be explosive. Ten of Pentacles. Is it? Can this even cost them money? I don't know. Here's something that I just noticed with this. So normally this is a legacy card. This is money, family dynamics. Did I say Republican card? When I look at these Ten of Pentacles, what I saw here was a bowling pins. Getting ready for this. Getting ready for the High Priestess to make a strike. In like the Fountain Tarot deck, the Ten of Pentacles had the pentacles all the other way. They had them this way, so you couldn't see this archway because of all the money that was blocking it. You couldn't see nature because you were blocked by greed. This one, in the Fountain deck, there was no people in it. Internally, Judge Chutkin, Elon Musk. Yeah, there's going to be some information that's going to be coming out. It's going to be good for the country, for people. Hopes and fears, the Magician, and the final outcome, worry. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Could be my new Kamala card again. And the Knight of Cups. Knight in shining armor. Coming forward. What's this worry that we got going on here? Why everything was going so good, and we had secrets coming out. It was positive. What's the worry? What's the worry? What are people? Why is she sitting up in bed worried? Well, there's a judgment. There's an offer. And there's justice. So why the worry? Are you worried that you're not going to get justice? Okay. What I'm getting from this, it's that the damage that has been done. The information that is coming out, this big information that's coming out, is going to go, what the hell? What happened? How did we let that go? How did how did this happen? That's what I think the big worry is. But we are going to have justice. I got 2 justice cards. I got a judgment card. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love.